search on the internet for cupcake wrappers, you'll find a myriad of companies selling cupcake wrappers. Which ones do you buy? Are they all the same? What is the quality like? How well do they fit your cupcakes? It's hard to tell what they're really like from a picture on the internet. We are going to show you how they measure up and why ours are the best on the market. Let's talk about the paper used for cupcake wrappers. Ours is a high quality 85-pound glossy paper. It's glossy on both sides. So the inside of the wrapper resists the moisture if the cupcake or frosting happens to come in contact with it. The outside, with that glossy coat, gives it a good resilient finish and makes it look sharp. We purchased some samples from our competitors. We found that about half the samples are made of a much thinner paper. We took our mics and measured each one of these and compared to ours. What we found was that the paper used in our competitors' cupcake wrappers are not always a good quality and thickness. When you compare the thickness of our wrappers to these other wrappers, you will find that the paper in our wrappers can be 1.5 to 2 times thicker than our competitors. 1.5 to 2 times thicker. That's a big difference. The next thing I want to show you is the type of paper that gets used when they cut these wrappers. A lot of companies like to use regular scrapbook paper, the same kind you find at a craft store. It looks great laying flat on the table. Here is how you can tell if they use regular scrapbook paper. If you look at this one, you notice the lines of the design go straight across. The same with the chevron wrapper. See the lines? They go perfectly straight across. And the damask one is harder to see, but you can see how the design goes straight across instead of following the curvature of the wrapper. This is because it was cut from a flat designed piece of paper. Now compare that to our wrappers. All of our custom design wrappers are done like this. You notice that the design goes around the curvature of the wrapper. I will show you the difference that makes. First, let's look at a competitor's chevron wrapper. When we put it together and turn it around, it looks perfect. But as you turn it around, you'll see what happens to that design by the time you get to the back. That is not the same design as we saw in the front. In the picture you see online, this is what you will see. Perfect every time. I want to show you another one. We'll put this one together. And you'll see from the very front that nice triangular layout. It's just perfect. But as you turn it around, watch what happens to that design as it gets to the back. Not exactly the same. So the quality of the design as you rotate it gets worse. So I think you see my point. Let me show you one of our wrappers. From the very front, it looks like the others. The design is perfect. As you rotate it around, see how the design stays? You will see a seam here, but other than that, the design remains perfect all the way around. That's the way it should be. It's hard to know which manufacturers are making their wrappers from square, flat design scrapbook paper and which ones do it like we do. I would say about half of them are doing them from flat design scrapbook paper, including some of our biggest competitors. All of our designs are perfect like this every time because our designs follow the contour of the paper.